Hello, everybody! Welcome to the next episode of Half Life Lore. As you can see, this is not Half Life 1. This is not even Half Life 2. This is Half Life Alyx. It's also been quite a while since I made my last video. I've been dealing with a lot of stuff. The world has been dealing with a lot of stuff. And I just needed a little break from YouTube. In that time, I made a decision that I feel will help tell the story I want to tell a little better. Instead of going in chronological order of how the games came out, I think it makes way more sense for the way that I'm thinking about the games to go from Half Life Alyx, the most recent game, and tie those back to the games that came out before. I think I will go back to Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2 and the episodes once I play Half-Life Alyx, because I made the disclaimer at the beginning of my very first video that you should watch Half-Life Alyx first, but I think it makes sense to go with Half-Life Alyx because I'm basing my lore off of this game. So long story short, I'm gonna start this game. I also just wanted to say that it's definitely just an excuse for me to play this game because I freaking love it and it's so much fun. I also wanted to make one more disclaimer, which is I think you might be able to hear my cat in the background every once in a while because I'm using a new mic. It's much more sensitive. So if you hear screams of a cat, it's not being tortured. She just wants to be in my business all the time. So anyway, let us begin this masterpiece of a game. I'm just going to do normal difficulty. I think I should be fine. I know some of the harder bosses, like some of the harder Combine, I might struggle with a little bit, but I think in general I'll be okay. And I want to do continuous, and let us go. I don't know if you can hear my cat. I can hear my cat. Okay, so we start out in this beautiful void with floating particles everywhere. It is 5 years before the collapse of the Citadel and the death of Eli Vance. Subject: Alyx Vance, age 19, female. Affiliation: Human Resistance. And current assignment: Reconnaissance. So, obviously, I am Alyx Vance. This is in between the events of Half-Life 1 and Half-Life 2. And here we are at the Citadel. Look at it. It's so cool. We can see Combine technology everywhere, taking hold of practically every aspect of human life. They are still using what they have, they have human buildings already built, so they're still going to use those because they're useful to them. Why tear down something that can still be used for storage and for housing and whatever else? Let's just build the better technology over it, which is what's happening here. One of my favorite Easter eggs, I almost said cookie cutter, is down here. There's a little cat, and I can possibly, if my aim is good, I can startle him. Hello. Eee! I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get it. There we go. Maybe? No, you can see a cyclist down there. Okay, whatever. So, let's keep a move on and see what we can do. So beautiful. So beautiful. Oh, there's a little cat on this matchbox. So many cool details in this game. Alright, let's go. And of course, probably as you already know, you can ride on this board, which is just such a cool little touch. And let's
Alex,
see.
how's it looking up there?
It's good, Dad. Metrocop movement is normal. Same for the Combine patrols. How's it going in the stockyard?
One Combine mini reactor from a shipment of 4,000. They're never going to miss it. Here, see for yourself.
And not only that, someone's hacked into the Combine construction network.
Don't get greedy, guys. We're not made of time here.
1 minute and I'm out, guaranteed.
Oh, also, I spotted the Combine moving supplies into the quarantine zone. That place has been deserted for years.
That is odd. Well,
What is...
well, we'll look into it when we get back.
What is this?
Meet back at the safe house, baby. We'll be there soon.
It looks like...
What is it, Russell?
What'd you... Terrific.
So a few things that we learned from that conversation, the first being that not only do the Combine use human technology, we are going to use Combine technology against them. And then there's one little nugget at the end that it seems like Russell has discovered something, which at this point in the game, we don't know what that is. So let us keep moving and see if we can't find out the answer to that. Yes, I can save. Also, while I'm at it, I should probably turn subtitles on if I can do that options. Subtitles on. Okay, let's go back here and save. Yay, save. Okay. Let's keep a move on. Let's open this door and turn the light off. Save energy, right? So you can see there that the Strider is very obviously an organic thing that they have built machinery around. You see these little hairs coming off of it, and it looks very much like an animal, but the Combine have built machinery around it for their own uses, just like they do with the Combine soldiers. And it's pretty cool. Let's go in here. We see little Snarky. Hello, little Snarky Poo. Let's feed him. And we see Alyx spying on the Combine and their preparations. There's one particular outpost that she has targeted at the moment. Here we can also see some what's the word I'm looking for? Some early sketches of her pet dog, which is super cute. And this game is so beautiful. You could, I've played this game a couple of times now, so I've seen all these details, but like things like just the carpet coming up, that's such a cool little detail. And the fact that we have this globe here that we can spin very slowly and see that America has been completely destroyed, hence why we are in Russia right now, or at least Eastern Europe. City 17, some sort of Eastern European city. And yeah, super cool. So you can see some, I don't know if that's Russian or Ukrainian, some sort of Eastern European language. Whew, that scared me. Okay, here we go. Cockroaches, everything's filthy, everything's falling apart.
Alyx, are we good? Yep, they got the reactor. Easy peasy. I'm headed back to the safe house right now to meet Dad. go. We'll be in touch.
Stay safe.
Okay, so some alarm has gone off and now everybody is freaking the frick out. This is not the first time this has happened, I'm sure. People know that this is a bad situation. The Metro cops over here are getting into a very ominous position, a very, they're asserting their dominance here over the citizens of City 17. Also, don't overfill the fabric softener, for God's sake. So, let's see what's going on.
Alex!
Whew,
Alex, over
scared
here.
me again.
What is it?
This doesn't seem like a routine sweep. Are you sure everything went okay?
100%.
Something's got the CPs riled up.
CP,
Keep it
civil
down, be
protection. Yeah. Okay. Bye, Russian friend that we never see again. I hope that you aren't killed or, turned into a CP or whatever. Probably a stalker, because I doubt she would volunteer to become civil protection. They're just being assholes while this person is just living their life. And, yeah, it's pretty not good. Also, by the way, they're just rounding up people, probably to take to Nova Prospect to torture and or turn into stalkers. Or if they maybe give up, maybe they'll turn them into CP or Combine soldiers even. Probably not, though, because I think that you have to pretty much be trained in the military. Oh, I never noticed that person before, closing her blinds to me. And we see here a bunch of propaganda. Human science says, and there's a head crab over this guy's head, probably meaning, it was the Black Mesa scientist who caused this whole thing to begin with, causing millions, if not billions, of people to suffer. There's a rat with an ear on it, which will actually play a role later in the game. And I'm trying to see, I don't think there's any Combine propaganda just yet. You see a Combine lock on the door. And there's water on the ground. It's so beautiful. Here's a drone scanning people. Hey, bud. Bye, bud. Okay. Here, we've got a newspaper with Dr. Breen on it. Wallace Breen. It says, decades spent on the cutting edge of theoretical physics put Dr. Wallace Breen in a unique position to negotiate a sweeping multi-nation surrender to the extraterrestrial invasion force known as the Combine. But a lifetime, let's see, it's kind of smudgy, ensconced in the bureaucracy of the government-funded research, with its security clearances and its emphasis on theory and long-term exploration over urgency and practicality, has left Breen, 52, ill-equipped for the moral and political scrutiny of his actions. Scrutiny his actions have invited. Critics have accused him of rank opportunism, spelling out humanity after simply being in the right place at the right time can make all the difference in the world. Breen himself offers a token rebuttal. And it goes on. Portal storm continues. Is there a date on this by any chance? I don't see one. But this probably takes place in, like, this newspaper is probably from the early 2000s, I would guess. It's interesting that it does use the phrase "the right place at the right time," which is very reminiscent of the G-Man's phrase, "the right man in the right place can make all the difference," or "the right man in the wrong place can make all the difference in the world." I'm already overheating a little bit. That's one thing I don't like about the VR headset, and this one in particular. I'm using a Windows Mixed Reality headset. It's not the most optimized, but hey, I get to play the game, and that's good enough for me. So I think I'm gonna get to a quick stopping point. Ship. I think I'm gonna get probably to Russell's lab, and then I'm gonna take a break. Let's jump in here. Woo! Bleep. Here we go.
Hands up! Don't move!
Whoa, wait, I just live here!
Stop a bunch of idiots, citizen. Keep those hands up!
Wait, don't shoot!
Do you touch the button?
Dad! Oh, we see the three of the 4 different kinds of soldiers we're gonna see.
No one! I didn't see anyone!
No!
Hey, wait, no!
Ooh, that is so scary. I know it's coming, and it still scares the bejeebies out of me. Whew, okay. I think actually here's a good place for me to take a break, cool off a little bit. I hope that you're not too disappointed that I didn't finish Half-Life 1, but I will. I'm just gonna finish Alyx first. So thank you so much for joining me for this episode of Half-Life Lore, and I just hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.